Hello there, people. What's up? This is Rahul from Aestheholic Fitness, Achieving Impossible. So that's our goal and that's our main aim, achieving impossible. I'm there to help you out. I got many queries regarding diet. What should people eat and what should they eat to reduce their especially belly fat? Because people are concerned about their belly. Because these days people are getting fatter, and especially the fat gets deposited a bit more on their belly. So they're very much concerned, and that's good to be concerned about your health and how do you look, because that's the first appearance and the first appearance matters a lot. So it's not about reducing the belly fat, it's about reducing the whole fat percentage, because just the fat percentage of a particular area cannot be reduced, and it depends on what you're eating. Because if you're eating a high calorie, a high carbohydrate diet, then obviously the fat percentage is gonna get in sorry it's gonna get increased up for your body. And it depends on your body type as well, because there are basically three body types: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorphs. So ectomorphs, there's people who have a pretty high metabolism. Metabolism means consuming or converting the calories into energy. So the amount of calories we are consuming, and if we are not doing work, or we are not consuming those calories, or we are not converting those calories into energy, then it's a bit dicey thing. That's why when the calories which we are consuming, they are not getting converted into energy, and that's why they're getting deposited into fat in between the muscles and the skin. That's known as subcutaneous fat. That's how we measure the fat percentage. And diet we can take, because in the morning when we get up, the metabolism is at the maximum, it's at the peak, and especially the insulin level and the testosterone, that's the main hormone for the males, and progesterone, that's for the females. So that's at the peak, testosterone and insulin level, that's at the peak in the morning. So we should consume a lot of complex carbohydrate, not just the carbohydrate, because there are two types of carbohydrate. Complex carbohydrates is present in the whole things, like wheat, or the wheat flour, or brown bread, or I would say fruits, I would say vegetables. So these are the few examples of complex carbohydrate, and easily we can consume complex carbohydrate, a lot of complex carbohydrate, and protein, and uh, balanced amount of a few good fats, because fat is also important for our body, and vitamins and minerals. That's present. A lot of vitamins and minerals in is present in the green leafy vegetables and the fruits. So in the morning, first of all, you should eat a high protein diet. For example, you can take any protein shake, any good protein shake. You can also take protein shake by the company which has sponsored me as their fitness model, the Muscle Sports Nutrition. That's an Indian brand, and it's a really good brand. So you can take the protein from this company, and you can take protein in the form of eggs as well. You can have boiled eggs, and you can have chicken as well, chicken breast especially, because that has the highest amount of protein. And complex carbs, you can have two or three brown breads and with peanut butter, that's going to be good. And you can have fruits as well. You can have one or two banana, and you can have apple as well, whatever you feel like. And you can take oats as well, because that's a pretty good source of complex carbs. Okay, after this, you should divide your meals into small parts. Why so? Because our body, if we are consuming a lot of, if we are filling our stomach, if we are filling our tummy in a single go with lots of amount of food, and if we are eating a lots of calories in a single go, then obviously it doesn't get digested in a single go, and it's ultimately the result is fat, which is getting deposited into your body, which is not getting converted into the energy. So we can break down our meals or our diet into different small parts of the day accordingly. So we can break down our meal into 5 to 6. We can go up to 7 meals as well, 7 small meals. So scientists have researched and can come to a conclusion that you should eat after every 2.5 to 3 hours. That's good. And you should take short meals, and each and every meal should comprise of a balanced diet. Balanced diet means good amount of protein and good amount of complex carbs and good amount of vitamins and minerals that I told that it's available in green leafy vegetables and this fruits as well. So now after this morning meal, you should take after the next meal is gonna be after 2.5 or 3 hours. So that you can take a bit of oats. Oats, a bit, I would say a cup of oats, and that not in milk, especially. Take it in uh, water, lukewarm water. You can take it in lukewarm water, and you can take any fruit. And after this, after 2.5 hours, you can have brunch. So in the brunch, you can have a fistful of nuts or a half small bowl of nuts. Nuts, specifically peanut, a bit of peanuts, a bit of cashew nuts, 4 or 5 cashew nuts, 4 or 5 almonds, 4 or 5 what to say, in I'm not able to recall the name. We call it in Hindi as kashmish. So and pistachios, yes, we can take pistachios as well, and 1 or 2 walnut. That's all. And after this, you can have after 2.5 to 3 hours again. The next meal is gonna be the fourth meal of your day. That's gonna be your lunch. So in lunch, you should take a bowl of curd. That's really good. A bowl of dal, and you can take, if you are a vegetarian, you can take eggs, 2 or 3 boiled eggs. So out of those 2 or 3 boiled eggs, you should take, if you are, for example, you are eating 3 eggs, or it's a 5 count. So if you are eating 5 eggs, you have to take 4 egg whites and 1 whole egg. So that concludes of yolk as well. And if the count is going beyond 5, so for example, if it's going 6, 7, or maximum to 10, because it's coming in the next 5 count. So you can take, for example, if you're eating 6 or 7 eggs, so you can take 2 whole eggs and rest egg whites. Same goes with the 15. After 10, if you are taking 15, that's another thing. That's a lot of protein in eggs. So you won't be able to do that, because that basically the fitness models and bodybuilders say. So if you just have to be fit for you, I hope that 3 or 4 eggs or maximum 5 eggs is more than enough. But in the lunch, you can have 2 eggs maximum. That's so 1 whole egg and 1 egg white, and a bowl of dal and a bowl of curd, and a bit of salad. That's really good for digestion because it has lots of fiber, and 2 or 3 chapatis, dry chapatis. Try to avoid ghee or anything being applied on it, because that's ultimately it's gonna get stored in the form of fat, and that's not good for health, and it's gonna increase your cholesterol level as well. And after this, 3 hours, minimum 3 hours, because lunch, that's the main course, the first main course of your day, and it's a big meal. So after this, you can take 3 hours. You can have fruits like apple, guava, because as the day passes by, the metabolism of human body slows down. So I would suggest that you people should not take high calorie diet or high carbohydrate diet after 2 2 or 3 in the noon, and you should try to reduce your carbohydrate percentage and increase the uh, fiber and protein intake accordingly as the day passes by. As the day approaches towards the night, towards its end. So you should increase the fiber content and protein content in your diet and reduce the fat and carbohydrate percentage and calorie percentage accordingly. After this, so that's gonna be your next meal. So next meal, as I told, you can have an apple or a guava, and you can have black coffee. You can have green tea, and black coffee and green tea. Why I said so? That's really amazing. It's really good for your skin. It's really good for your digestive system as well, and it has a lot of antioxidants. Antioxidants keep us healthy and hydrated, and keeps our system, our inner body, absolutely pure from inside. And the next meal is gonna be, according to me, uh, you can have a few snacks that should be healthy. So again, I would suggest some fruits, because fruit has a low calorie percentage and they have natural sugars, that is fructose and sucrose, that doesn't get uh, weighted, or it doesn't get deposited into fat percentage. It gets directly converted into glucose and energy. So it is getting converted into glucose and energy. That's helpful for us, and that's healthy for us as well. So the last meal of the day, that's gonna be your dinner. So in dinner, you can have just one chapati. I would suggest one, or max to max two. But I would suggest that you should have one chapati, or if you are capable, and you should not take even one chapati, and you can have one or two bowl of dal. And if you are a vegetarian, you can have again eggs. Otherwise, you can have chicken as well. And chicken, how much chicken you should take? Chicken you can take in a single day. You can take 250 to 300 grams chicken. So you can divide it into two parts. So 150 grams, for example, if you are taking two 300 grams of chicken in a day, chicken breast, boiled chicken or normal chicken, that can be cooked with some vegetables, but less oil. Even if you are cooking it with oil, you should cook it in virgin oil. That's available easily in the market. And in the lunch, you can consume 100 to 150 grams of chicken. And in the dinner as well, you can have 150 grams or 100 grams of chicken. That's good. And a bit of salad. That's really good for the digestion. Again, fiber. And dal. You should have pulses, because it's really good. And pulses have slow digesting protein, because pulses take around 5 to 6 hours, minimum 5 to 6 hours. Sometimes it takes 7 hours as well. So it depends on body to body, as I said. So, and yeah, that's all for the day. So if you want something else, you can comment, and you can like this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and ask other friends of yours and whomsoever you know to subscribe to my channel, though I am new, and let me know what all mistakes I have done, and if there are any suggestions, surely I would help them. And you can ask your queries, and you can follow me on Instagram as well. The Instagram handle, you can search me on Instagram handle as Rahul underscore D small d underscore aesthetoholic. So it's the same aesthetoholic which is there on my YouTube channel. And surely I would love to answer all your queries and questions. So stay tuned, and hope you like my video. Thanks.